Okay, good morning, everyone. We are live streaming on YouTube. Morning, Hamit. Morning, Kaslan. Emily. Patricia. Tara.
Good morning.
Good morning. I see you have company this morning. Morning. Hello, sleepyhead.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Oops.
What beautiful hair you have. What a sweetie.
Thank you.
I like your t-shirt.
What's on your shirt? Is that baby shark?
Pretty. You're lucky to have such a nice t-shirt.
Is that baby shark?
Good morning, Gampa friends. Morning, Michael. And Arlene.
Hi, Linda.
Oh, hi,
Hi, Donna.
Robbie.
Good morning. Good
Hi,
morning.
Rainey. Felix.
Good morning.
Millie, good morning. And Sandy, good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry if I've missed anyone. Clicking around the computer.
Casey Gillick is here.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
Ya, alhamdulillah.
Let's begin with Shakyamuni's Buddha mantra. Let's recite this 3 times. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. And the verse of praise and mantra for Medicine Buddha. Bhagawan, with equal compassion for all, whose name, when merely heard, dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the three poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, Lapis Light. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Now the four measurables. 3 times. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Now the verse of praise and mantra for Chenrezig, the Buddha of Great Compassion. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings, to you Chenrezig, all-seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Now the verse in praise and mantra for Green Tara. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from all fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. So let's chant this 7 times. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Sanje choda tsoje chonamla chancho papo dane dage cheshe jebe sunamje andala peje sanje andala sho Sanje choda tsoje chonamla chancho papo dane jabzonje andage cheshe sunamje andala peje sanje andala sho Sanje chodan tsoje chonamla chancho bado dane jabzonje dage chushin jibe sonamje dola peje sanje ando mara sho Good morning, Venerable Lamala. Good morning, Venerable Tintalamo. Good morning, Venerable Kelsang. Good morning, Alexander. Children, how are you feeling? Yeah.
Talking to me, Geshe-la Kondo? Yeah, no, I'm doing better.
Okay, very good, very good.
Thank you. I'm resting. That's why my video isn't on.
Okay, very good. So, yeah. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Cameron. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, everybody at the center. Good morning. Good morning, Domasi. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Panditji Pati. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Tara. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Arlene. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Meredith. Good morning, Dr. Brown. Good morning, Felix. Good morning, CJ, John. Good morning, Jill. Good morning, Dr. Watkin. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Nili. Good morning, Hen. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, William. Good morning, Patricia. And anybody watching on YouTube, good morning. Welcome back to class. Today, Linda.
Yes, good morning, Geshe-la. So we do have a couple of questions.
Oh,
Are you ready for them or no?
I'm not always not ready. Another question. But I'm here.
Oh. So we were talking about Ukraine last week, and one of the questions relates to that. And so the question is, I find myself rejoicing when I hear about countries sending weapons to Ukraine. This is a struggle. I want to wish for peace, not further killing. But I also want freedom for Ukraine. How can I balance these?
Yeah, very, very good questions. The spiritual path or mind path that we are trying to follow, unfortunately, that we are not very, very familiar, the very path that we are inspired to follow. We may not understand the path and And it's deepest level, even though that path is very much inspired all of us, and we have wished to practice that path, we may not have like, I say, deepest understanding of the path that we are inspired. Then, of course, the human natures, like that we sympathize someone, some living beings going through like unbearable sufferings, physical sufferings, mental sufferings. So then we tend to take a side. That's not surprising. It's like that's part of it, like that's I think it's like it's part of the life. Yeah, that we as a Mahayana spiritual practitioners is trying to follow the Mahayana path that we wish every day, we wish every living being on this planet have happiness. That's far-reaching goal, practically, but that's what we wish. That's the outcome that we are looking for, happiness for every living being on this planet. Based on deeper understanding of nature of sufferings. Yeah, of course, it's not. I'm not saying it's easy. It's very challenging, particularly the current circumstance. It's very mentally. It's very challenging. As an individual human beings, we are all looking for some good outcome. So now the question is, what kind of mindset? What kind of mindset? Set aside religious belief. Set aside our religious belief. What kind of mindset brings positive outcome? Don't please rely on our idea. We have many different ideas, all kinds of ideas. Winning over country, person, community, neighbor. We have all kinds of ideas generated by probably different thoughts. So now here, the key question is, as an individual beings, so we need to think very carefully or think very thoroughly and now ask yourself a question, what kind of mindset that brings peace within, first peace within, so then peace in the community, in the country, in the world. What is now the best, what is the best solutions? Yeah, of course, it's very mentally, this current circumstance, mentally is very challenging. I'm not sure, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not qualified to judge anybody. So, but here, so we have moral responsibility as an individual being, moral responsibility for our thought. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to say. The best is like we need to precisely calculate what kind of mindset that brings peace within the peace, the communities. So, this is probably not the it's not the best time to get angry. And as I mentioned, I'm not here to judge anybody, So now, when we get angry, yeah, probably you have legitimate reason to get angry, but experiencing, now there's two things, experiencing anger that because not being liberated from samsara, we all, here and there will experience anger. But now the question is, should I express my anger? Should I express my anger? Expressing anger, if that hurt someone, and the very path that we are choosing to walk in, so then according to that path, experiencing anger towards anybody is not advisable. Sake of practice. This situation is heartbreaking. So I've been praying. So that's like I'm not just like I feel like I've been doing something every day because I've been praying. Genuinely, sincerely, I've been praying that the war will end sooner than later, and everybody will enjoy freedoms. So according to Tibet issues, hasn't been solved last almost 60 years. We're still struggling. And it's not, but if I get angry every day looking at what happened during 1959, that Tibet was occupied. Since then, millions of people lost their life. Thousands of monasteries have been destroyed. Very little help, sympathy from outside world. If I just focus on that, so then I just ruin my life and not able to think something positive. Why that happened? It's complicated. If every being on this planet practice bodhicitta, there will be no war. There will be no war. So that's 100% true. There will be no war if everybody practices bodhicitta. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And in the history shows that, in the human history shows it's not just first time in the human history. 65 years according to Tibetan situation, it's more than 65 years ago. Before that, First World War, Second World War, this all human, just created human, not like dissatisfied or holding on power, not taking well-being of the people seriously, completely blind by ignorance, driven ideas. So now, because of that, so I really don't know what to say. So I've been saying that, requesting all of you to pray every day, pray. So it will help. So then, whatever ways you can contribute, then please do. So, and the prayers prepares you to jump in if there's opportunity to rise to help. Then somebody knocks on my door asking donation, without second a doubt, I will contribute for that cause. So anger is the last thing that we need. Why? Because it kind of destroyed your ability to be kind, peaceful, and ability to either no, first that you don't experience any peace of mind. That's the downside, temporary downside, getting angry. Practically, there's nothing really, as an individual person, practically there's nothing much really you can do. If there or maybe there's something that you can do, but you are not doing it, then you feel bad. But practically, as a one individual being, that how much you can do. And now think that what you can do, then you should do, then you must do, and with peaceful mind. But as I mentioned, it's very challenging because we do read news, we watch news, and not being aware amount of negative mind that's been generated by watching news, reading news, and you are very unhappy and you continuously read. And now it's time to, is that really healthy? First of all, for your mind. How is about, instead of reading a news, how is about prayer, send positive wish, and think what other ways that you can help. Maybe there's a way to help to the people without getting angry. Maybe there's a way to help with compassion, kind heart, care. People are displaced, millions of people displaced. And that, according to that situation, what you can do out of compassion, and you get maximum benefit because you are providing something to make the situation better out of compassion, and that you temporarily benefit your peace of mind. And getting angry all the time, watching news all the time, getting angry, you are losing your peace of mind. So that's all I can say. So then whatever you think, rejoicing, sending weapon, lethal weapon to the Ukraine, rejoicing that, I'm not sure what to say. I'm not really sure. I'm not here to judge anybody's decisions. But anybody else want to say something? So anybody else want to say something? Please do, or share your thought.
Joshua, we do have a comment from someone
Yeah.
that ends in a question as well.
Okay.
Seeing the horrors in the world and even one's own neuroses sometimes causes me.
On what?
Seeing the horrors in the world and even one's own neuroses.
How did you see?
Crazy mind.
Oh.
Sometimes causes me to doubt my Buddha nature. How can we have hope and faith in this?
Yeah, we do have doubt. I don't blame you. We have doubt. We have doubt. Long time we have doubt. We don't have faith in ourselves. We don't have we have a lot of doubts. Lot of doubt. We have doubt the very spiritual practice that we do. We have doubt It's almost like that, like also almost like that, like dirty dish. When the clean dish, very clean dish we use, it become dirty. It's almost like same as like this. It's not believing that you can clean the dish. Like almost like similar like that, like having hard time believing that you possess Buddha nature, uh, because you're angry. Uh, it is, yeah, it is. It is challenge. It's a challenge for all of us. That why we doubt, because you are angry. So now you don't believe that you possess Buddha nature because you're angry, or you are jealous, or you are arrogant, or so on and so forth. So now here, what's happening? Not able to separate yourself in the disturbing thought. And probably in your mind, I'm not saying 100%, like in our mind, sometimes we feel like one with, when we get angry, we feel like we are anger. We are not anger. There are times that you are happy. There are times that you are not angry. And if you think that you are angry, so then you can be angry all the time. If you think that you are anger or so that like it's very important to separate the disturbing thought and yourself. It's not one. Why we feel that? Why we feel it's like one. So that required some serious thinking and to being consistent with their thinking, not like once a while, being consistent with their thinking so that anger is something that you can overcome. If you get angry, it doesn't mean you have to be angry all the time. That is proven based on our experience. Yeah, we all, sorry to say, maybe I'm 100% wrong, experience anger, jealousy, pride, arrogance, some point in our life. And that moment, I don't blame you if you feel like you don't possess, if you doubt you don't possess Buddha nature, because your life is overrun by anger. So does the anger to generate negative thoughts? It doesn't generate positive thoughts. Right now, it's very, very hard to expressing anger out of compassion. But is that possible? It is possible. Utilizing the energy, the amount of energy generated by anger can be utilized out of compassion, not out of anger, out of compassion. Is that possible? That's very possible. But at the moment, it's kind of hard. So we do our best. So, and also think about like, maybe the reason you doubt that you don't possess Buddha nature because you are angry or you are something. There must be some reason why you feel that. I think that's okay if you feel that. If you feel that, okay. But that doubt has not a valid base. It's just produced by stress generated by situations. But the bottom line that you and your disturbing thought is not one. It's not one. It's not one. disturbing thought is like broader categories. Now you pacify like anger. Now the question, am I one with my anger? What do you say? So that means you'll be angry all the time. Do you believe that? You believe that you'll be angry all the time? Will you say that you never feel happy? That's like hard to believe. So, yeah. So I experience anger, we all do. Well, I experience anger, but I learn not to express. And I sit on that and I think, and eventually my anger died down because of my thinking. You can call meditations. I've been thinking. Took some time, took effort. I've been thinking, not trying to express from verbally, physically, and been sitting on that and thinking, and slowly my anger did die down. So that proves that you possess Buddha natures. You are capable to liberate yourself. Even though you're experiencing anger, you manage to liberate yourself from expressing that. Liberate. That happened. Probably that happened to you. No? That happened to me. It's happening to some human being. It will happen to you. Physically, mentally, there's no difference. We are same. But it does require thinking again, rather than just expressing. No. Why we experience anger? Because we are not liberated from anger. It's there. It doesn't come up all the time, but it does come up occasionally based on circumstance. In that moment, so we need to think more before we express. You can manage your anger. If some human manage anger, then you can do the same thing. So the bottom line, I think, like I think that's according to the Shakyamuni Buddha, to be nimota siji, nimota de concern. The Buddha sees disturbing thought as a problem, not as a being, has ability to become better. And that makes sense? Yeah, so anybody else want to contribute, then please do. So
Get Alec. I would like to comment something. I think like everybody, I mean, we are worried about what is happening, but I think it's a very good time to meditate on karma, because both sides, karma is tendencies. The moment we do an action, it becomes karma, and we create that tendency. And what we see is karma ripening, but it's also the opportunity for all of us to practice compassion and create the tendency to have that compassion. And I think that helps, because the easier way is to get angry and to hate, but that only creates more anger and more hate. And if we practice compassion and forgiveness, and like you say, keep the practice of praying, then I think that's the goal. Like ultimately, to develop, or for us to really find that Buddha nature that is in us. The more we practice positive mind in negative situations, the more people, because we are all connected. So I believe that the more people that practice that, the more we can change the environment. So many monks and nuns that went through the Tibet situation, when they were interviewed, they didn't hate the people that did atrocities to them. They took the opportunity to practice compassion. So I just wanted to say that. I hope it's okay to say it. Thank you.
Well said, well said, well said. Yeah, thank you very much. Well said. So, Venerable Hamu, Tenzin Lamu, Kelsna want to contribute. So, see, like the problem is, I'm not sure how we view compassion. We view compassion as strength or power or kind of like weakness. When we see compassion as a weakness, so then, yeah, then of course our other set of mindset will take over. So do you really see compassion brings strength and power? Do you really not just believe it's just a kind of word, but every day in our life, every day, there's something happened that you don't like. Something happened that you don't like. Somebody's asking something. Because everybody's looking for something. Everybody's looking for something. Then you need to be very mindful. You need to look at from the broader picture. You need to look at from the broader picture. You can't just focus on yourself. You can, like, yeah, there's like every day, there's like risks. There's always risks to lose your peace of mind. There's always risks to lose your peace of mind. There's always opportunity to gain and just analyze what happened when you feel, when you support somebody's wish, what happened, like what kind of experience you gained, like somebody's looking for something, or maybe that's too far to go to drive, just for that, you don't want to go. No, every day there's risks. If you don't think from the broader picture, if you don't think, if you don't, if you are not convinced that compassion brings strength, power, that heals you, that heals everybody, that makes everybody's life easier. Do we really believe that? Are you convinced? Or you are convinced that express anger is the best thing to achieve something? Are we convinced that positive thought will bring, create harmony, atmosphere? Are we convinced? So maybe someday you are going somewhere, not for your own need, you are going there for somebody else's need. So there's a lot of obstacles. You may not want to go, and there's a group of people, somebody really wants to go, somebody doesn't want to go. In that circumstance, what is the best thing that you can do? What is the best thing you can do? If you show compassion, yeah, every day there's risks. If we are not mindful, every day there's risks. So then, of course, as a human, we tend to take a side. So then, meanwhile, nobody's happy. Why? It's only one thing. Somebody wants something. You want to support, somebody else doesn't want to support. Now there's conflict. Somebody wants to support someone else's wish. Somebody is not supporting that person's wish. So now there's conflict. What's the best way to solve? Now you can fight. You can, take a side, the person that you are supporting, what that person wants, you take side with that. Person who's not supporting, you can fight with that. What is the best way to handle the situation? Calm mind. Always, if you practice calm mind, you will be right all the time. If you practice kindness, you will be right all the time. This calm mind kindness for both the very person that you're supporting, the person that like disagree what you're supporting. Or may say, oh, you are just spoiling that person. The person will say something, of course, because there is other person will say something why he doesn't want to support. And in his mind, it's like you are just spoiling that person. So it's kind of, every day is risk, every day is risk. Therefore, we really need to convince ourselves, any circumstance, to calm mind. Looking at what children says usually. So getting out of the theater, don't be a part of the play. If you become part of the play, you don't see. You just withdraw yourself and look at the whole drama is happening. Look at that. If you become part of the drama, then you can't really see. So because you are one of the actors acting there. So then when you sit in the audience side, then you see what is happening on the stage. This is exactly what is happening on the stage. There's like, always, all my friends, sake of our own happiness, we have to try. We can't afford not to try. We have to try. How I can keep my mind calm rather than just expressing your like dissatisfaction based on disagreement, expressing. Of course, nobody likes to hear, nobody likes to be shouted, nobody likes to be screamed. Same like you. Do you like to be shouted or screamed? If somebody don't take you seriously, you like that? Probably not. So question after question. Do you like to be screamed? No. Do you like to be shouted? No. Do you like to be disrespected? No. Other person not taking you seriously, does that make you happy? No. Same thing. If you do, the other person will have the same reactions. Will that make situation calm? Of course not. Then why we do? Why we do? Every day that we have to convince. Compassion will bring strength. Compassion will bring power. Compassion is the best thing to practice. It's the best thing to practice. Whether you believe in religion or not, compassion is the best. Everybody get benefit. Everybody get benefit. Even the squirrel in your yard, if you have compassion, you are not going to chase them away. They get also some opportunity to look around on the ground, look around for the nuts. They are not going to be chased by horse, by stone, by spray, whatever people use to chase squirrels. Meanwhile, your mind's calm. Squirrels, they get more time to look for very nut they hide, and they're digging the ground. Does they really physically hurt you? No, not really. It's all in the mind. So like how much hole they will dig. Even you don't see them, there's a hole that you don't see, they just dig through. And how much peace of mind we lose based on the garden we plant. We have choice. We have choice how much stress generated by yard that we water, garden we plant, fruit tree that we grow. Because I went through that. I learned my lesson. I went through that. So any circumstance, all my friends, I try to remind myself every day, trying to not to be part of the drama, trying to withdraw myself and looking the best possibilities, best outcome. When you talk to someone with a calm mind and like even though they disagree what you are supporting, if you talk to them with calm mind, peaceful mind, their position holding so tightly not to provide what other person looking, will die down, slowly die down. That person will come down. Then everybody will be happy. Other person got what he needs. You are not really angry. So then everybody wins, everybody wins. I think the compassion, like in the beginning, in the middle, even though you get enlightened, the compassion is the most important thing that we all human must embrace the practice of compassion. So then everybody wins, everybody wins, everybody wins. So easy to say. So unfortunately, I'm the one who's saying it, but you could say the same thing. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes. Geshe-la, Don Brown has his hand raised. Don, are you ready?
Yeah, Dr. Brown. Yeah, please do.
Don, make sure you. There you go.
I think I'm on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and very clear.
No, I just, these are just some things that came to my mind, Geshe-la, as you were talking. So I'm not really saying it. I don't think I'm saying much any different, but I definitely think in our culture, people tend to see compassion as soft and, kind of fluffy and not, and there's a sign of weakness in a way. And you, as you made clear, this compassion can be quite wrathful, it can be fierce, and there's great examples of, Yamantaka, of course, quite fierce, but, wisdom along with the compassion, is a Buddhist image of that kind of fierceness. So, I mean, I do think we have to think of compassion, and it can manifest so many different ways, and also the other thing, there's this thing called idiot compassion. Have you ever heard that term?
That term doesn't exist in Buddhism, so sorry, I never heard.
Yeah, well, it was actually, I think it was coined by Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche back in the 70s, but he was talking about compassion without wisdom can cause a whole lot of problems. If you think you want the other being to be free from suffering, but you don't have any wisdom with that compassion, then compassion might not actually be compassion. It might be some sort of delusion that gets us into trouble. So, the importance of being able to have compassion with wisdom, those are the two wings of the bird enlightenment, I guess, is sometimes I hear people talk about. And then lastly, I think, it's one thing to have compassion for the people of Ukraine and particularly the families and the murders and the killings and the refugees and all that. But we tend to forget about the Russians and the perpetrators and the soldiers and the leaders over there who are clearly operating out of delusion and creating enormous suffering for themselves. So it's easy to focus on the obvious victims, but the perpetrators as well we need to kind of include, at least I think, we need to include those in our meditations on our prayers for compassion, realizing, that they're acting out of delusion and it's creating a lot of suffering for not only themselves, but other people. That's all.
Yeah, that's very good. Well said, Dharma Brown, always well said. So that's what I'm saying, like in the beginning, what Dr. Brown said. I don't want to be like direct as Dr. Brown. Dr. Brown is much more brave than me. So, So here, as I'm saying, like very part, mind part, the very part we follow, that in the beginning I said, our understanding of that part is not very deep. That's why we end up taking a side. So that indirectly kind of indicate what Dr. Brown just said. And my, like, in the practical level, right now, because of the circumstance, yeah, if your understanding of samsara is very deep, yeah, you don't exclude anybody. You don't exclude anybody from your practice of compassion. But at the moment, that approach, even though that approach is 100% truth, but at the moment it's very challenging. So therefore, the first and foremost things, start from your side. Start from your side. Yeah, so getting angry is good things or not. Are you experiencing that moment? Are you experiencing peace of mind, calm mind? If not, so that's not good. Inner peace is important for the peace out there. If there's no peace here, then hoping peace out there is like, it's not, how you say, it's hard. How you can think genuine peace out of anger. As Dr. Brown pointed out, yeah, compassion. There's also, I mentioned, utilizing energy generated by anger, utilizing that it's something for better cause. Of course, these wrathful deities symbolize why it's not just there to scare you, just symbolize that utilizing energy has strong energy generated by anger does generate strong energy. So that energy utilizing, and now the question is, it is possible at the moment, can I express anger out of compassion? Ask yourself questions. I'm not saying it's impossible, it's very possible. That's why there's wrathful image of deities out there. So now ask yourself questions. Can I express anger out of compassion? Be honest, be truthful. Can you do that? Is that possible? It's very possible. So that's why this is wrathful deity. So now here, the idiot compassion, that term doesn't exist in Buddhism, but there's like misunderstanding compassion, misunderstanding patience. There are like 6 different misunderstanding. The misunderstanding of the compassion is one of them. Or maybe compassion misunderstood. Or like you could say wrong compassion. You could say wrong compassion, wrong patience. There are 6 of them are mentioned there. So, and well said. So,
Geshe-la Kandala has a comment as well.
yeah, sure.
I'm going to share my video, even though I look improper. At the request of the Dalai Lama several years ago, Thupten Jinpa worked with staff at Stanford University to create the Center for Compassion and Training that was offered. And the core of that training, Geshe-la and everyone, is understanding the difference between empathy, sympathy, and compassion. And that empathy and sympathy are, the movement of our heart in terms of, feeling the suffering of the other person. And compassion is recognizing that suffering and being moved to action. And I think that expresses the strength of compassion. And there's a kind of a funny slogan in social work, and most people know that I was a social worker for many years. And the slogan is, do not let your bleeding heart, which is, being very sympathetic, run away with your bloody head. That you can't be effective when you care if, you don't think about good, positive, possibly effective and skillful ways of doing it. One of the hardest things that I had to learn the entire 30 years. Thank you for letting me share.
Oh, very good. Well said. Well said. Yeah, so now almost time is like now out. So maybe we take a few minute break. So then again, I'm going to lead meditations on healing, medicine Buddha meditations. So you are welcome to join, or I'm sure that you have zillions chores to run. So if you have no time, so I totally understand. So you are free to stay, free to leave, okay? After 2 minutes or 3 minutes, we will get together. So now, last time I went over time. So now, today I'm trying to, stop on right time. Okay, thank you very much. And you all have wonderful Sunday, and see you next Sunday. And please continuously pray for people, over there, the conflict between those two countries. Okay? Yeah. So now class is ended. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Are we going to do the closing prayers now or at the end of the practice, the meditation that you'll lead?
Doesn't matter, the chanting master decide.
Oh, okay.
I'm allowed to decide.
So for those, especially for those who will not be joining the practice, I think it'd be a good idea to dedicate before leaving. So for that reason, I think I'll lead the dedication verses. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled, with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be not timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases are on the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig, Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Alatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduers Morway, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers, honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please live long. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Om tare tu re so ha.
You don't want to take a break? Huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's 11:34. Do you want to meet back at 11:37?
Okay, very good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, all my friends, welcome back. Mm. Mm. Yeah, now we'll start the meditation, okay? We'll start meditation. So Rangi Chivos on your crown, on top of your crown. Medicine Buddha, form of light, dark blue, color in dark blue, bright dark blue. Right hand, supreme giving, hand gestures, holding medicinal plant. Left hand, meditative positions, holding the bowl filled with amrita, in this case, particularly medicinal amrita or nectar, the bowl filled with the medicinal nectar. Now that symbolizes all the healing energy. Top of that, another medicine Buddha, also another healing power, energies, appear in a red color. Medicine Buddha. Right hand, supreme giving, hand gesture, left hand, meditative positions. Top of that, another medicine Buddha, color, combination of red and white. Teaching mudra. Both hand is a teaching mudra. Top of that, another medicine Buddha, faded red, color in like faded red. Hand gestures, meditative hand gestures. Top of that, another medicine Buddha, yellow color in yellow. Teaching mudra. yellow color. Right hand, supreme giving hand gestures. Left hand, meditative hand gesture, meditative positions. Top of that, the last one, yellow color. Left hand, meditative positions. Left hand, giving refuge. Left hand, meditative positions. Right hand, giving refuge, hand gestures. All wearing saffron color robe. All of them like form of light, okay? All sitting in meditative positions. Those healing power has ability or has a power even like to eliminate the biggest fire, like said, the fire in this case symbolize physical difficulties, mental difficulties, particularly caused by anger, attachment, ignorance, then all the negative disturbing thought, stress, anxiety, fear caused by all the disturbing thought, raging like energy caused by anger, stress, each and every one of them caused by disturbing thought. That healing power, moment it touches, it's kind of like disintegrated them without second or delay. That's the healing power that we're visualizing on our crown. Then you take homage to all the medicine Buddha. Then making these incredible offerings of all kinds, making incredible offerings, fill with the sky, for the sake of healing purpose, or the boost our healing energy, or our immune systems. And just imagine that you are making 7 limb offerings right after that. Just imagine you are making 7 limb offerings. So now we recite the first very top name of the very first Buddha's name 3 times, and just right after this, visualize that one dissolve into the next one. All last 3 words, same color, yellow. So we recite the first one, the last one name 3 times, then they visualize that dissolve into the second one. Then we do the same, we follow the same sequence till to the many medicine Buddha, okay? Lamula will lead the recitations. Today we'll do 3 times. Instead of 7, we'll do 3 times. And please, while we are doing that, maintain your visualization if it's possible.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So now that one dissolve into the second one.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So now that one dissolve into the next one.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, stainless excellent gold, great jewel who accomplishes all conduct, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, stainless excellent gold, great jewel who accomplishes all conduct, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, stainless excellent gold, great jewel who accomplishes all conduct, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
Yeah, so now that one dissolve into the next one.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, glorious Supreme One, free from sorrow, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, glorious Supreme One, free from sorrow, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, glorious Supreme One, free from sorrow, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So now that one dissolve into the next one.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
That one dissolve. Next one.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King clearly knowing by the play of supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King clearly knowing by the play of supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King clearly knowing by the play of supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So now that will dissolve into the main medicine Buddha.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, medicine Guru, King of sapphire light, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, medicine Guru, King of sapphire light, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, medicine Guru, King of sapphire light, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So now that one is all the healing energies. Now it's dissolved into that one. So now the medicinal nectar flows to our crown chakra, filled with our entire body from tip of toe all the way up to the crown, completely filled up with medicinal nectars. Completely fill up from toe to all the way up to our crown, completely fill. All the negative karma, disturbing thought comes out of our body, from every single pore in our body comes out, form of black smoke, and the black liquid comes out, goes under the ground. All the sicknesses, form of blood and pus, comes out of our body, again goes under the ground, disappear. Obstacle, spirit harm comes out of our body, form of undesirable object, such as scorpion, spider, goes down, disappear. So hold that, maintain that visualizations constantly coming out of our pore. Every single pore of our body comes out, disturbing thoughts, negative karma, form of black smoke, dark liquid, disease, form of pus and blood, obstacle, spirit harm, form of undesirable object, comes out of every single pore from our body, then goes down to the earth, disappear. Then your body become glass that's been just completely washed. Then your body transforms into like form of light. So now imagine the medicine Buddha mantras, center of your heart, light, energy light, radiates from there, touching each and every being from that light. Moment you touch, same thing, they are disturbing thought, negative karma, form of like black smoke, black liquid, that disease, form of like pus and blood, an obstacle, spirit harm, form of like undesirable objects, comes out of there, every single part of their body, go down to the ground and disappear, and their body become like the glass that's been just completely washed and transformed into like form of light. Please hold that maintain that visualizations. So we recite medicine Buddha mantra. So then maintain that visualization, okay? Teata om bekate, bekate, maha bekate, bekate, ranza samukate, soha. Teata om bekate, bekate, maha bekate, bekate, ranza samukate, soha. Teata om bekate, bekate, maha bekate, bekate, ranza samukate, soha. Teata om bekate, bekate, maha bekate, bekate, ranza samukate, soha. Teata om bekate, bekate, maha bekate, bekate, ranza samukate, soha. Teata om bekate, bekate, maha bekate, bekate, ranza samukate, soha. Teata om bekate, bekate, maha bekate, bekate, ranza samukate, soha. Again, medicinal amrita or medicinal nectars from the medicine Buddha flow through your crown chakra, fill up your entire body, from the tip of the toe all the way up to your crown, completely fill up. All the negative karma, form of negative karma and disturbing thought, such as anger, attachment, ignorance, so on and so forth, form of black smoke and black liquid. All the disease, form of pus and blood. All the obstacles, harm, form of undesirable object, comes out of every single pore in your body, comes out of that, then goes down to underneath the ground, completely disappear. Then your immune system or energy, healing energy, been boosted. Your body become glass that's been just totally washed and transform your body into form of light. Healing energy irradiate from the mantra, medicine Buddha mantra, or healing mantra, which is located center of your heart. Emit it from there and touch loved one, close one, relative, all the people who are like going through physical difficulty, mental difficulty. The moment they touch the light, the moment they are touched by the light, same purify, and like fast and feel that energy flow through the crown chakra all the way to the tip of the toe and fill up entire body and purify their disturbing thought, negative karma, form of black smoke and black liquid, the disease, form of pus and blood, obstacles, spirit harm, form of undesirable object comes out of every single pore of the body, then goes down to the ground and disappear, and their body become the glass they just been thoroughly washed and transform their body into form of light, free from all the disease. Please maintain that visualizations. Deyata om bekas and maham bekas and ranza samukate soha. Deyata om bekas and maham bekas and ranza samukate soha. Deyata om bekas and maham bekas and ranza samukate soha. Deyata om bekas and maham bekas and ranza samukate soha. Deyata om bekas and maham bekas and ranza samukate soha. Deyata om bekas and maham bekas and ranza samukate soha. Deyata om bekas and maham bekas and ranza samukate soha. Again, medicinal nectars flow through your crown chakra all the way to tip of your toe, fill up entire your body all the way up to your crown chakra, completely fill up. All the negative karma and disturbing thought form up black liquid and black smoke. All the disease form of blood and pus. All the obstacles form of undesirable objects comes out of every single pore in your body, comes out forcefully, comes out, goes down under the ground, beneath the ground that you're sitting on, goes down, completely disappear. Your body become like glass that's been thoroughly washed, transform your body in the form of light, and your healing energy been boosted all the way up to it. Visualize medicine Buddha or healing mantra, center of your heart chakra, healing energy, emit form of light, minute that light touch. Loved one, relative, friend, stranger, enemy, who are going through physical problems, mental problems, Muhammad touch. All their negative karma, disturbing thought, form of black smoke, black liquid, that disease, form of blood, pus, obstacles, spirit harm, form of undesirable objects, comes out very forcefully. Every single pore in their body go down, ground beneath them, completely disappear. Their body become like glass that's been thoroughly washed and transformed into light. And increase, of course, your lifespan. in your luck, in your lifespan, all the good qualities increase. Teata bekatse bekatse, maha bekatse bekatse, ranza samukate soha. Teata bekatse bekatse, maha bekatse bekatse, ranza samukate soha. Teata bekatse bekatse, maha bekatse bekatse, ranza samukate soha. Teata bekatse bekatse, maha bekatse bekatse, ranza samukate soha. Teata bekatse bekatse. Maham bekatse bekatse, ranza samukate soha. Teata bekatse bekatse, maham bekatse bekatse, ranza samukate soha. Teata bekatse bekatse, maham bekatse bekatse, ranza samukate soha. Now you yourself become one with that healing energy. Oh yeah, wonderful, very good. May all who are sick and ill quickly be free from their element. Whatever disease they are in the world, may they never occur again. May all beings everywhere plagued by suffering of body and mind obtain ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merit. May all beings everywhere plagued by suffering of body and mind obtain ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merit. May all beings everywhere plagued by sufferings of body and mind obtain ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merit. Oh yeah, wonderful. Thank you very much. So now you can this is second or third. I'm not sure. Is it second or third? Second. If you want to continue that one more time, then you decide. Otherwise, next Sunday, I will probably either Vajrasattva meditations or like Tara meditations. So it's your choice. You choose. Or we can do it one more time. So my idea is that this is a very short healing meditations composed by Tibetan master Dharma or the great master. I myself Yeah, so now remember by heart. So I'm hoping that you do the same. You remember by heart this meditation. Just get the idea. And it's good if you can slowly, slowly, if you can like memorize that meditations. So then you can do wherever you go, whenever you need it, you can do. And I myself, whenever there's like enough time, and I do try to do every day. And then when you do like again, then you remember by heart that you don't need books. You can just sit and recite the medicine Buddhas. When if there's more time, you can do 7 times. Just not much time, you can do 3. If there's not much time, then you can do just 1. So then just do the visualizations, and there will be great benefit. Okay. So next Sunday, either do same thing or what is the meditation, you decide, maybe talk to Donasi or Linda. So you vote. So then I'm happy to lead. Okay. Thank you very much for participating in the meditations and have a wonderful Sunday. Yeah.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Geshe-la.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Lamala.
Thanks,
Linda.
everyone.